Like I informed you all in my previous video, President Tinubu, wrote a letter to the Senate seeking permission to cut off electricity from the Niger Republic and to also, send military down to Niger Republic in order to force their hand, that is the coup plotters' hand, to go back to democratic government, to hands down and surrender. Before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, leave your opinions in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Tension as senators tackle Akpabio, reject Tinubu's electricity cutoff military plan in Niger Republic. Some senators have rejected the plan of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to deploy Nigerian soldiers to Niger Republic and restore ousted President Mohamed Bazoum to power. Recall that Tinubu, in a letter to the Senate on Friday, briefed the National Assembly on the proposed military invasion of the West African country and other penalties against the coup plotters in the Niger Republic. But according to Sahara reporters, the Senate is currently holding a closed-door executive session to discuss the deployment of soldiers and the power supply cuts already implemented in Niger Republic. A source told the news platform that senators have refused to listen to Senate President Akpabio, who urged them to support Tinubu's decision on Niger, the West African country. My mind was already telling me that, that is why when Tinubu was trying to influence whoever gets to be the Senate president, people were saying that he should not have done that. Of course, he shouldn't have done that, because this is the result. Any proposal he brings to the Senate, anything that he is seeking for, of course, he's just going to get it without, these people actually thoroughly considering the pros and cons before granting him any of the wishes that he wants. Even if he wants to, sell the whole country and use the whole country as collateral to borrow money from China or Russia or US or America, so that it gets a easy pass. That is the essence. Take for example now, Akpabio was already pleading on Tinubu's behalf, pleading with the other senators so that they can grant Tinubu the wish of taking Nigerian military men down to Niger Republic to force the coup plotters' hand to hand over power to a democratically elected president, and to also continue with the power cut off. By the way, the power has already been cut off, although not totally, but the power that is given to Niger right now has been drastically reduced, according to, the corporation that is in charge of electricity supply in Niger Republic, just like we have NEPA or whatever new name they are now called now. This is it. Anyway, let's continue. It was learned that senators are against Both the deployment of soldiers and the power supply cutoff already implemented against Niger Republic by the Nigerian government. It was also gathered that Akpabio's appeal to the senators to give support to Tinubu's request had fallen on deaf ears so far as the session continued. Thank God that the other senators have good sense. They have sense. They have sense to be able to know that it's not the right thing to do. It's just not the right thing to do. The military government, had it been, there was no influence of their colonizers, or the people were not suffering or nothing, none of that, and the military just decided to take over power, it would have been another story entirely. But these people, I have actually I told you, if you've not watched some of my previous video on this coup that is happening currently in Niger Republic, please go back to watch them, because there was a particular video that I did, an exclusive breakdown on what actually resulted to this coup. So these people are actually fighting for their freedom from their colonial masters. This country is said to have gained independence since 1960, the same year that Nigeria gained its independence. But yet, France is still benefiting, is still controlling the country. Their natural resources is still being shipped down to France. France is still dictating some of the things that is done in the country. And of course, the citizens of this country know that their government, their people are mumu. Their democratically elected government are practically mumu. Their control button is with France. They do whatever France want them to do. And since the military has taken over, they've cancelled all memorandum of understanding between their country and France. It no longer exists, so they are no longer tied to France, which means these people are free. Like the free looking for, they now have. But anyway, let's continue. Like I said, if you haven't watched those previous videos, please go back to it. I have a playlist on that. I will have a playlist on that, in fact, so please check the playlist out, and so watch and get updated, get up to speed on whatever is happening in Niger right now. While giving an update on the closed door session, the source said the senators are in executive closed door session now, without the press or anyone, discussing whether to use force or military action in Niger Republic. Majority of the senators are against deployment of soldiers and are even against the power supply cutoff, as already announced by the Nigerian government. Senators are still speaking, and most of the senators are vehemently against any deployment of soldiers in any form. Deliberations are ongoing, and Senate President is appealing for us to endorse the steps President Tinubu has taken so far, but the senators vehemently rejected his suggestion and appeal. You guys, there you have it. Let's continue this discussion in the comment section, guys. Let's discuss. Do you think that Tinubu should deploy force or military down to Niger Republic? You guys, let me have your thoughts in the comment section. I want to hear from you. I respond to all of my comment, guys. You already know this. Share this video with your friends and family. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.